Booyah! My name is Major Slack, and welcome back to the MajorSlackAttack, your first stop for titillating tactical Tamriel gameplay. Thanks for joining me again, and this is a walkthrough of the Dawnguard questline. Okay, Dawnguard is the first DLC? I forgot to check into that. Okay, I'm going to go with the first DLC released for Skyrim. Came out several years ago, and it comes free. Quiet, you were doing a walkthrough here. Comes free with the Skyrim Special Edition version that came out last fall. And let's do a walkthrough of this. I'm going with Merry Mayhem, my Illusion Assassin build, alright? And she's up to level 43. And you want to see more information on that, check out the link in the video description. Illusion Assassin, Merry Mayhem. She specializes in sneaking up behind people and doing them in with powerful sneak dagger attacks. Right, Mary? And if you're wondering what the best build to take into Dawnguard is, I would suggest the safest build is any kind of stealth build, alright? So stealth archer or an illusion assassin. I think the best build probably would be a combat archer. That's the one that would take advantage of most everything that Dawnguard has to offer. Such as the crossbow, and then you could work in some armored trolls and stuff like that. Yeah, combat archer, and I'll put a link to my combat archer build in the video description as well. But we're going with an illusion assassin, and to follow this introductory walkthrough, you're going to need, let's check it out here, a pickaxe, a fortified smithing potion, some smithing gear, okay, some gear enchanted with a fortified smithing enchantment, and two alteration spells. They're going to help out a lot. Candlelight and Mage Light. You don't need any of this stuff really, but if you want to follow this walkthrough and take advantage of everything I'm going to show you about, yeah, make sure you have all that stuff on board, and make sure, of course, you know, to complete or to start the Dawnguard quest line, you have to be at least at level 10, number one, and number two, if you're on legendary difficulty, you should be dragon ready. That is, you should be ready to take down dragons. If you can't take down dragons, you're gonna have a tough time with vampires, okay? So that's pretty much the smell test. If you can take down a dragon with no problem, then you're ready for vampires. Alright, so that is it. Without any further ado, let's get into it. Dawnguard questline. At some point after level 10, some guy will have approached you and asked you to join the fight against the vampires, and this will start the Dawnguard quest in your quest list. Alright, so that's all I've done with this character so far. I've been asked to speak with the leader of Dawnguard. And where is this Mr. Map? Let's find this out. Mr. Map says it's right there, just southeast of Riften. And we could just fast travel to the Blackbriar Lodge, and that'll make it a lot easier. Let's go there now. Hopefully there won't be a dragon there. Doesn't matter if there is, so let's just follow our quest marker. And what we're looking for is the entrance to Dayspring Canyon. It's right here.
I bet we have rabbits again.
It's right over there where the braziers are. See those two braziers there? Right there. But before we go in, let's go mine this iron ore vein here. That's part of my diabolical plan here. And I hear some of the citizens getting a little excited there, so either it's a wolf or probably a dragon. We're just going to completely ignore it and go into the entrance to Dayspring Canyon. There you go. Once we're in Dayspring Canyon, it's completely safe, so we can put on our running gear. I enchanted some clothes for Mary. Clothes of major stamina so she can run further when she's not in danger. There we go. Let's get our cardio on, Mary, and get rocking. You can collect some stuff on the way in, like some snowberries and whatnot if you need them. This long run in, it's going to get shorter and shorter, but you're going to have to do this for the first couple of quests until Fort Dawnguard gets built up, which is kind of annoying, but yeah, that's the way it is. Then once you get, I think, to the third or fourth quest, when you fast travel to Fort Dawnguard, it'll drop you off right at the front door. But for the first little while, even when you fast travel back here, it'll drop you off way down this path here. So you gotta run right in. No problem, take the scenic tour. Just follow this path up there. There's Fort Dawnguard. We're gonna go around to the left here. Go around this big tower here. Let's recharge your stamina. This guy he's got a crossbow and he's shooting steel bolts into this log here. He's gonna shoot again? Yeah. There's one right there. That's not the easiest way to get steel bolts, so there's a much easier way. But if you hang out there, he'll keep shooting them. Here we go. Entrance to Fort Dawnguard. So we've been requested to speak to Isran.
Why are you here, Tolan? The vigilance and I were...
And this guy here is important too, Agumar. Let's go talk to Isran. Isran, speak.
So who are you?
What
do you want?
I'm here to join Dawnguard.
Got a fire in your belly to kill vampires, eh? Good for you. But look around. There's really not much to join yet. I've only just started rebuilding the Order.
What can we do to help?
I need someone out in the field taking the fight to the damn vampires, while we're getting the fort back into shape.
Okay.
Tolan was telling me about some cave the Vigilants were poking around in. Seemed to think it was related to these recent vampire attacks. Tolan, tell her about, what was it? Dim Hollow.
Yes, that's it. Dim Hollow Crypt. Brother Adelwald was sure it held some long-lost vampire artifact of some kind. We didn't listen to him any more than we did Isran. He was at the hall when it was attacked.
That's good enough for me. Go see what the vampires were looking for in this Dim Hollow Crypt.
Okay.
With any luck, they'll still be there. Here, you should take a crossbow.
And he gives you a
Good
crossbow.
for taking out those fiends before they get close. Feel free to poke around the fort and take what you need. There isn't much yet, but you're welcome to anything you can use.
I'll meet you at Dim Hollow. It's the least I can do to avenge my fallen comrades.
Tolan, I don't think that's a good idea.
Yeah, we don't think that's a good idea either.
Vigilants were never trained
I
for...
know what you think of us. You think we're soft, that we're cowards. You think our deaths proved our weakness. Stendar granted you do not have to face the same test and be found wanting. I'm going to Dim Hollow Crypt.
Okay, what's your name again?
Perhaps I can be
Tolan? So
of
we can
some
like
small
easily identify your
assistance to
remains?
You there,
Tolan, eh?
boy.
Okay.
Stop skulking in the shadows and step up here.
Okay, and you want to hang out for this.
My name is Agmir, sir.
Do I look like a sir to you, boy? I'm not a soldier, and you're not joining the army.
Yes, sir. Isran.
Didn't I tell you to step forward? Farm boy, huh? What's your weapon?
My weapon? I mostly just use my paw's axe when wolves are attacking the goats or something.
My paw's axe.
Yeah.
Stendar preserve us. Don't worry. I think we can make a Dawnguard out of you. Here, take this crossbow. Let's see how you shoot.
Crossbow? I've never...
Yes, a crossbow. Best thing for killing vampires. Just take a few shots at those crates over there.
Okay, now, Isran gave us a crossbow. Alright? Crossbows, they shoot bolts instead of arrows, and the trajectory is pretty much direct instead of like the way a bow and arrow, like it shoots the trajectory like a kind of a parabolic trajectory, so you kind of like have to aim higher. But crossbows is fast and direct, so that's the advantage. But they have a pretty slow reload time, but they're okay. They're pretty good actually, and they're pretty strong. And we've been given one plus 45 steel bolts to start off with. Now, if you want more, okay, all you have to do is hang out here. And Country Bumpkin here is practicing with a crossbow, And every bolt that he shoots into these crates here, you can pick up.
You'll get the hang of it.
And you don't even have to wait here while he does this. You can actually go around and loot Fort Dawnguard and come back, and a whole bunch will be piled up and you can get them. So that's what we're going to do. And let's get some candlelight happening here. Now, I'd like to remind you once again that I'm not a completionist, okay? I am not a completionist, so I'm just getting stuff that I'm interested in. And if you're going to point out stuff that I didn't get, please don't characterize it as stuff I missed, okay? Don't play the Mr. Spotter, because I never said I was going to get everything, okay? I never said that. So how can I miss it if I never said I was going to get everything, right? Yeah, Major Slacks is all about doing more with less, okay? More with less, definitely. There's another crossbow here, right here,
Concentrate, boy.
by the crates that he's practicing on. Let's get that. We're gonna, you know, start up a little crossbow collection, and there's some more steel bolts here. Don't forget that. Let's give you a quick tour of the base here. We came in there, and we're going here to the kind of like the crafting area, which is on the west side. All right. There's the dining area. Here's what I call the crafting area. You got a grindstone here, workbench here for improving armor. That's to improve weapons. Eventually a forge is going to be built here when we complete a couple more quests. An enchanter goes here, I believe, and an alchemy lab. I forget where the alchemy lab is, but eventually the forge is going to have everything after you complete a couple more quests. Alright? In here is crossbow number 3. Right, boom, there with some more steel bolts. So now we have 3 crossbows. And some potions, bow and arrow, and some beer. Here's the smelter, tanning rack, get some shrooms, leading crown. This is the armored troll den. There's no armored trolls here yet, but you can buy an armored troll off Gunmar later on. A lot of the barrels in Dawnguard have sawpel. They're like fish barrels. So yeah, sawpel is a pretty valuable ingredient. So I would recommend looting a lot of these barrels if you're into getting sawpel. That is that. Dawnguard War Axe is on the dining room table here. Here's a cooking spit. Let's go on over to the east side. Okay, showing the map. That's where we came in. Here's another salt barrel. Yeah, let's see, salt pile. A couple of chests down on this side. This one's always empty. This one might have some really valuable loot in it. Bingo, yeah. One time I was getting a diamond and stuff like that. This is pretty good. Yeah, so make sure you check this out. Some ingredients barrels. This will take you upstairs and outside. I believe there's a Dawnguard Warhammer, if I recall correctly. If you go up here, this will take you outside onto a balcony. So if you're a melee warrior or a two-handed warrior. And more crossbows. Another crossbow there, another crossbow there. Know that. War axe. Didn't really want that. Is this where the Warhammer is? Dawnguard gauntlets. Oh, there's some more bolts here. I didn't know that. Okay. Alright, so maybe that Warhammer is random. Anyways, we're an illusion assassins. We have no need of a Warhammer. Let's go back downstairs and see how many bolts have piled up.
That's it.
You got a whole bunch here. Okay, so you can hang out and collect those to your heart's content. We can get some specialized bolts, some exploding bolts. What else did I want to get? I think that's about it. Let's go to this little cave system that is in the northeast section of Dawnguard. Fort Dawnguard. Right here. Okay, showing the map. Came in there. Crafting areas there. And up here is dead something. Here, I'll show you. Forgot what it's called. Dead Drop Falls, and that eventually leads to Dead Drop Mine. Now, if you don't have a fortified smithing potion, you can make one with glowing mushrooms, of which there's 5 here. If you can kind of like to, it's kind of finicky collecting these. Anyways, you can take your time collecting those. And blisterwood, of which we're going to collect in the cave. Okay, so we've got some glowing mushroom there. More steel bolts here. Eventually we'll be able to craft steel bolts. We can't now, but later on we will. Let's go into Dead Drop Falls. Here's some blisterwood. Mix up blisterwood with glowing mushroom, and you make yourself a fortified smithing potion. Okay, so if you don't have a fortified smithing potion, that's how you make one. Here's more blisterwood here. This cave, there are no hostiles in here. It's kind of like a puzzle cave, and we're coming here primarily to show you where you can get some exploding bolts, which you'd have to wait until much later on before you can craft them, but you can get some right now if you want to. All right, there's some more blisterwood there, I believe. This all starts off with jumping down there. Typically you don't hurt yourself, but you should probably do a quick save before you do this. So jump down, Geronimo, and you go into the water, bloop, 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 and come up for air, and you got 2 choices. Number 1, let's say you're fed up and you don't want to do this, you want to get out of here. Let's say you just accidentally fell down here. I'll show you how to get out without doing anything, okay? Point to the west, okay? That's the tunnel where you want to take to get out, alright? Now to get up here is kind of finicky, even when you're kind of trying to jump. So just go off here, find this brazier here, and slide up on this side here. You can get up like that, okay? Follow this tunnel. There's some blister right there. Okay, you follow this tunnel out to the west, and you're going to find this kind of like curving path going all the way up. You're going to follow this all the way up. Get some shrooms on the way up. Go to the top. Find this doorway to the right here. This is locked, but you can go straight ahead. Woodcutter's axe, sack. Keep following this up, and you find this kind of like rocky doorway here. You can open that up by just hitting this lever. That'll open it up, and this will bring you back to the beginning. You could just bail out. Okay, so if you're not into this, let's say you came in here accidentally, you just changed your mind. Turn here, and this will take you back to Fort Dawnguard. Alright? So if you want to bail out, that's how you get out. The rest of you, follow me. Let's go back. Do a quick save before you take the drop, just in case we do something stupid. Into the water we go. Blah, blah, blah. Up we go, and this time we're going to go to the big cavern to the north. So it's like slide over here, and there's the big open space there to the north. Let me just take off my quest mark so things don't get confusing here. Alright, now, this is kind of like a puzzle cavern. There's no hostiles in here, but there's a lot of loot to get. And especially... Usually there's a skeever here. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Yeah, especially some exploding steel bolts. Okay, so go up over this kind of like bridge here. Watch out for the trap here. Go around it. Make sure your way is well lit. That's a trap there. There's a tripwire. There's just chump loot on the other side. Let's just trigger the trap just to show you, just for demonstrational purposes. Let me hook up some flames here. Gotta love some of these diabolical traps. Yeah, just a dagger and some chump change over here, and the chest is empty. And you may want to loot the barrels. I think they're empty too. Continue this way. Another trap there. Okay? Kind of like a crossbow trap. Get shot with a crossbow. There they are over there. I always wonder if you could get those. Maybe with a little bit of whirlwind sprint. Okay, I'm deviating from the breaking from routine here. Oh no, you can't pick him up. You can just activate him. Okay. Okay. Continue up here. This is where Mage Light is going to come really in handy, okay? Either that or you're going to have to waste crossbow bolts. We want to get across this bridge here. What happens is when you pull this lever, and don't forget the crossbow bolts, steel bolts beside that lever, this half goes up and the other half goes down. Pull the lever again, and it's vice versa. How do you get them both down? Here's what you do. Look off to the south there and you see kind of like a target there, an archery target. Shoot it with your bow and arrow or whatever, or just use Mage Light. Mage Light works fine. Shoot Mage Light at it. Triggers the trigger. This one goes up, but the other one goes down. But then when you pull the lever, they both go down. Right? Go across here. And have another lever here to lower that drawbridge. Down she goes. Light up our way. Anything here? No. Over here we have a shut iron gate and no apparent lever beside it or switch beside it. But if you turn around, look to the south, you see an archery target there with a pressure plate on it. Shoot that with Mage Light and this opens up. But then the other one behind it closes down. So now what? Go in a little bit. Shoot the same target again. Whoops. Hang on. Wait, that's Mage Light. Let me hook up, or rather that's Candlelight. Let me hotkey Mage Light. Shoot that guy there while you're inside. Okay. This one shuts down, and that one opens up. And you find yourself in this kind of like this little cave area here with 3 pressure plates and a book on top of that pressure plate and a target with a pressure plate up there and a locked gate. The way you open that is stand on, you got to leave the book here, okay? Leave the book there. Hit this one, and then hit the target, and it opens up. And I believe there's nothing else to loot in here. Let's go through. More shrooms here. Another locked gate up ahead here with ooh, a chest slack. Yeah, a chest. It looks like a big one too. All right, how do we get this open? Back up here. You're gonna have to look up, and you see a hidden target up there. Shoot that one with Mage Light or with your bow or whatever, and that opens up the gate. Go in here, and this, I mean, I've gotten some ridiculously spectacular loot out of this. Other times I've gotten nothing, like, you know, just nothing really. Yeah, see, here we go. This is not bad. Yeah, this is a pretty good haul. And this is where you find the exploding bolts, okay? It's right on this table here. Oops, just bumped them off. Okay, so here we go. 9 exploding steel bolts of fire, 8 exploding steel bolts of shock, and a couple of loose exploding bolts, and I just bumped one off here. Dang it. Thanks a lot, Mr. Fumblepfingers. Okay, I'm just going to skip ahead. I want to find these. Well, it looks like they clipped into the background because I can't find him. That's a bummer. Anyways, I didn't really intend on using them, so let's just continue looting. I'll just have to watch the video back to see exactly where they landed. It happened so fast I wasn't paying attention. Some ebony, you see that? You see that? That frequently happens with that second ebony ore. So, like I said, maybe my crossbow bolts clipped into this hay pile here. Dang it! Alright, so let's go looting around. Some iron ingots here, gold ingot there. And you can take a close look for everything else you might want to get. Get some more beer here. And I'm done here. That's it. The way to continue is to the south here. Open the door into Dead Drop Mine. Alright, so I'll just show you quickly on the map where that is. Okay, we're going to Dead Drop Mine. in this mine is 4 corundum ore veins. If you don't have a pickaxe, there's also some corundum ingots here. If you don't have a pickaxe, you can get one here. Okay, but we already have one. Grab that and some corundum ore there. Let me just cast the spell of fast mining to loot all 4 of these ore veins. There's 1, 2, they're right here. They're like really obvious. 3 and 4. All right, so get mining and I'll see you on the flip side. Okay, so I think pretty much got everything in here. Let me just put on candlelight. Salt pile, and we're done. Next. More blister wort. More iron ingots here. Battle axe. We're gonna eventually go out there, but let's go this way first. Blister wort. Lots of stuff here, lots of goodies here. Yum yum yum. Mud crab chitin, garlic for the vampires. A little bit of charred skeever hide. And this is a dead end. Sorry, this is not a dead end. That takes you back to Dead Drop Falls. We're not going there yet, though. Take the stairs up here, and you'll find a couple more crossbows. And I'm overloaded. And some more bolts. Okay, so Slack is too fat to fuck. Pardon my French. Let me just drop some things here. We don't need the pickaxe. And I don't want the Dawnguard axe either. There we go. That put us just under. I'm gonna have to probably drop something else. There we go. Okay, there we go. So now you should have 7 crossbows at least. We can like improve them with some steel ingots and make a lot of money selling them. That's why I'm doing that, because you know they're just there for the taking. Hey, so that's that. Let's get out of here. Go back to Dead Drop Falls. This will take us to the other side of this iron gate that was locked way back in the beginning. If you decided to bail out, you went down that path there. This is on the other side of that. Okay, so to open it up, just hit this lever, and we're right back where I showed you how to exit this big, remember this big long circular path in that area. Okay, so that's where we are. All right, so go down here, same thing, retrace your steps back here, and we're right back at the beginning. Oh yeah. So we have a whole bunch of corundum ore, and we have some iron ore. What we need to improve these crossbows is the smithing, the steel smithing perk, which we have definitely. Okay, and I hope you have it too. Hope you have a well-developed character. And some steel ingots, which we can make using the corundum ore and some iron ore. But we can't get any iron ore here, so we have to go out. And we're going out anyways. Let's see how many more bolts have piled up here. Let's just grab these. There we're good. So you should be packing a lot of steel bolts by now for free. Plus some at least I got the fire ones. Some fire. Oh, it looks like I did get them. Okay. Okay, I bumped them off. It looks like okay, I got all 3. Okay, so you should have some exploding bolts of fire, exploding bolts of ice, and some exploding bolts of shock for free at this point. And I've got 128 steel bolts. You can get more if you hang out here and wait for the country bumpkin to complete his training and just keep collecting these. you know, depending on how much patience you have, you can get as many as you like. All right, so that's how to get as many steel bolts as you like for free right now. Next, let's go to Whiterun. See if we can get some iron ore. It's during the day. That's very good. We're looking to get 4 iron ore.
Got some good pieces. Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs.
She's only got 3. Let's just fast track this and buy a steel ingot. Okay, there we go.
Don't forget to check inside the shop.
So let's say you've got enough iron ore to match your corundum ore. Smelt up some steel ingots. Enough to improve all the crossbows that you collected. Alright. Put on your smithing gear. Okay, so I can make 96, was that? Yeah, 96% improve weapons and armor, 96% better. Plus, I can take a smithing potion. Right, let's just quick save here. Smithing potion. And make it even better. So add that on top of the 96 and we'll get, you know, approximately 155% better weapon and armor improving. So take that and let's improve all these crossbows. Alright. All to legendary. There you go. Even leveled up smithing a little bit. So these are worth 379 a pop, and we can sell them. We'll keep one. Okay, of course.
I don't claim to be the best, the finest weapons and armor.
These will sell for 173 bucks a pop and make ourselves a pretty penny selling all these crossbows. So let me just take out my calculator here. How much did I make? 6 times 173 equals 1,038 bucks. Just like that. Yeah. And like I said, we'll keep one to use it. And we are done here.
I'll take my leave then.
Tell you what, let's go off to the College of Winterhold and enchant this crossbow. No, I'm not going to be using it very much. Only on dragons, and there's a dragon right there. This will probably prevent me from using any of the equipment inside the Hall of Countenance. Can I enchant? Yes, I can. Great. Okay, good. Let's go get an enchanting potion. And hopefully the dragon won't interfere with this. I have a potion of fortifying enchanting in here somewhere. You there, you're coming with me. Let's just take 2 just for the hell of it. Back upstairs we go. Now, if you want to use the crossbow on mostly on vampires, I would suggest you enchant your crossbow with fire. Alright, but I'm going to be using it mostly on dragons. Because I'm going to be using my Illusion Assassin dagger attacks on the vampires. So I'm going to enchant it with shock. But like I said, vampires are weak to fire. So if you want to use your crossbow mostly on vampires, enchant it with fire. Alright, so here we go. Item, crossbow, soul gem, grant, and enchantment, shock for me. And let's just call it the electric crossbow. There we go. And we're ready to rock and roll. What's our carry weight like? We're pretty heavy. Let me just dump off here, and then we're going to go off and do the first quest in the Dawnguard questline. Alright, I'm still a little too heavy for my liking, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to carefully go through my inventory off camera, and we're going to pick up right here with a much lighter Merry Mayhem, and we're going to take off and do the first quest in the Dawnguard quest. Well, technically the second quest in the Dawnguard questline, Awakening, where we head into Dim Hollow Crypt and start whacking some vampires, right? That's coming up next, all right? As for this video, that's it. Thanks a lot for watching, and if you thought this was remotely entertaining and or informative, hey, you know what to do. That's right. Like, fave, comment, and make sure you subscribe to my channel to get all my videos hot off the press. All right, see you next video.